Welcome back to day 18 of online learning. Today is the day we're taking our Unit 6 test. In order to take this test, you need to make sure you've already done lessons 1 through 17 of math. That way, make sure that you know all that you need to know for fractions. This test will be open for about a week and a half. So you'll have all of spring break if you haven't already done your lessons to catch up and still be able to take the test during spring break, but it needs to be done by the end of spring break. This will give you time to catch up and do all the work that you need to do with fractions before you take the test. But if you're already caught up, take the test today. And you need to make sure that you show all of your work on a scrap piece of paper. So on a piece of paper next to you while you're taking the test online, you need to be numbering very clearly 1, 2, 3 and show your work for every single problem. Myself, Miss Antoine, will not be accepting any assignments or tests that are not submitted with also the scrap piece of paper. So you need to do the work on the computer and also be showing your work on a scrap piece of paper that needs to be uploaded and submitted on Google Classroom, or else I will not be grading the test and I will ask you to redo it. And Miss Antoine has the same opinion that you need to also have a scrap piece of paper showing your work, or else we won't grade it at all and you'll have to redo it. This test needs to be taken all by yourself, just like any other test that we would take in the classroom. You cannot receive any help from anybody else. So now I'm going to pull up and read your have to. Your have to is to complete the Unit 6 test with a scrap piece of paper to show your work for every problem. And then you need to turn in the test once you double check all of your work. You need to double check your work and make sure you answered all the questions. And then you need to submit a picture of your work onto Google Classrooms. So if this isn't submitted, you're going to have to redo the test so you show your work the second time. So you need to make sure you have that scrap piece of paper neatly labeled for every single problem on that test. In these slides, underneath this YouTube link, if you go back to Google Slides, not only does it have your have to, but it also will have a picture of all the anchor charts that we have been using. And that's because just like if you were in the classroom, you would have these charts as a resource. So please use these charts and pay attention to them in the rules as you're taking your test. Again, this test needs to be taken completely by yourself because the person that you're hurting is you, because I won't be able to figure out what work still needs to be done with fractions. So all I would like you to do is your very, very, very best to show your work for every problem and just do your best. Good luck.